Welcome to Stop Fighting with Your Son podcast. I'm Natalia and I'm here to teach you how to finally stop fighting with him and love him like crazy. Because we all want to love our boys, and I am here to help you. Listen up and find out how. Hello, my friends. Happy New Year. Happy to see you here again. I am so excited to talk to you all. Here's what I want to talk to you all about is I've been listening a lot to Abraham, which is spoken through Esther Hicks. If any of you are familiar with her work, you will know what I'm talking about, but it's basically this woman, and she had a husband, and they used to do this together, Jerry and Esther Hicks. And basically the Spirit spoke through them and told us the truths of the universe. So anyway, it's something that has been just helping me a lot lately, and I just wanted to share a couple things that I picked up from Esther. And one of those things that I've really been practicing lately is giving attention to something that I want versus complaining about something that I don't want, which sounds very obvious. As I say it now, we all say, okay, be positive, right? People say, it's better to be positive and don't be negative, right? But we still need a lot of reminders daily, because our brain is kind of like an app that always looks for something what's wrong around us in life and people. So that's why we need a reminder that basically to not focus on something that we don't like, right? And as a coach for a very long time, and as a person who likes to, talk about my mind, my feelings, what they all mean, for a long time, I really kind of enjoyed and was interested in the drama, in the problem. What does it mean? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? And, why are you doing this? Why are you thinking this, right? So for a while, it does fascinate your mind, and you do want to find out. And that's why, and it is helpful to a degree to do that. That's why a lot of work is done, looking at the past and figuring out why we do things. We're figuring out why we believe in things. But after a while, and maybe you are in that spot right now, there comes a point in time where you just need to switch where you're looking. Instead of looking at things that you don't like and you are annoyed with, and just switch your mind to, okay, what do I want, right? And if you are coming here for help with your relationship with your son or anyone else, really, what do you want it to look like? What do you want your relationship to look like? And this question, what do I want, is how I trigger myself to look in the direction of what I want. It's super easy. And when you start doing this, you might notice that you have resistance towards actually doing it. You will know that you have resistance because you will keep wanting to talk about what you don't like. You will keep wanting to complain. You will want to tell people, me or whoever, more why you don't like it, and to complain more. And especially if it's about somebody else, you will keep want to talk about how they should do it differently and how they're wrong and how it annoys you so much. And you will not want to talk about what you want. And so that will be your starting point, and that is okay. I want you to notice it first. I want you to notice that you have a hard time thinking about what you do want. And remember, when I'm saying what is it that you do want, you don't get to change the other person. You don't get to say, I want the other person to behave differently. Unfortunately, we don't have control over them, so you can't say that. The other person's going to behave exactly as they're behaving right now. And what is it that you want for you? When that person's behaving the way they're behaving, and right now you don't like it, how do you want to feel when they're doing that thing? How do you want to feel when they're saying the certain thing, right? Now that at first you might not be able to find the answer to that. You'll be like, there's no other thing that I actually want to feel and think when they're doing this thing that I don't like. And I want to offer to you that it's totally optional to you. There's not every situation you will want to think and feel great things, right? When someone's punching you in the face or saying mean things to you, you might not want to be happy about it. You will want to be upset about it, right? So, use your common sense, right? But there are a lot of situations where we can just take away our own suffering when it's not necessary. For example, if it's our own son and he's doing something that we don't like, it has nothing to do with us, but we still have judgment about it, that's where we can drop it, right? And, if there's someone's doing something to us and we don't like it, we might want to still not like it, right? But when it comes to judging what other people do in their lives, then we are basically creating disconnect for ourselves from them. We get to feel terrible when we judge them. We get to feel terrible when we want to change how they're acting. And so when it comes to relationships, think about what it is you want for you, regardless of what they're doing. It might be something vague in the beginning, like I want to feel neutral when they do that. And something that helps me a lot to think about is, okay, when they're doing this one thing that I don't like, I ask myself, what would I be thinking if they wouldn't be doing that thing and I wasn't thinking about it? What would I be thinking about? Like if I wasn't bugged by what they're doing and they weren't doing it, what would I be thinking about? And almost every single time, my answer is I would be thinking about this project that I'm working on. I would be thinking about this painting that I really want to paint. I would be thinking about this podcast I want to create. I would be thinking about this thing I'm doing at work. I would be thinking about a fun ski weekend that we're going to have. Almost every single time, it comes back to me in my life and how I want to create something to contribute to someone in my life. And that's the energy that I want to bring, and I can bring regardless of what the other person's doing. And so that's where I can direct my energy. Like even if they're doing something that I don't like, it doesn't mean that I have to now be neutral, like think like neutral thoughts about what they're doing or have to like it or have to not like it. What if I just change the radio station completely to a different station to my projects, my life, my interests, my creation, my fun stuff? Has nothing to do with what they're doing, right? So do you see how you would have to be very good at completely disregarding like that thing even exists in your life, right? And you will know you're good at that if you feel good. If you feel like you're pushing against it and pretending that it's not there, then you're going to make it feel like it's even bigger issue in your life because you're still acknowledging that it's there, right? So play around with it. Find a way that kind of helps you find a way to feel good about you and your life. And it's not... you're not giving any more airtime to what it is they're doing and what it is they're saying, right? After you've done this successfully for a while, you will notice, I don't even have that problem anymore with that person. I think they're still doing it, but I'm not paying any attention to that. And that's when you will know that you're doing it successfully because your mind is occupied by your own stuff, okay? And this is like when I kind of had kids and was looking for my own career. When I didn't have it, it was so easy to get into other people's business, right? Because you don't have anything fun or interesting to occupy your mind with. And so it's so easy to just, mind other people's business. So this is a very similar thing, except we forget that it's none of our business. What they do, what they say is none of our business. So get back into your business and let them handle their own business, okay? So that's what Esther and Abraham have taught me, is to, by any means, change the focus. Change it to, what is that I want? Every time, what is that I want? What is that I want? I want to feel good. Okay, what's the what's the thing that will make me feel good now? Is it going for a walk? Is it, talking to somebody? Is it whatever it is that will change the station to a better feeling place and focus on what it is that I do want? Then that is a lot more useful in your life. That is a lot more useful because you will have more joy, and in turn, you will be a lot more present and more enjoyable to be around. And I mean, that's all we want after all, right? For ourselves, is to be more happy and to enjoy people around us. So I hope that this is going to be very useful for you guys. I'd love to hear any feedback, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.